Yo, YouTube, it's your bro, Yo Elliott here, and I'm back at the gym with another lifting workout. Haven't uploaded much lifting workouts, but I have been lifting, mostly at home. What you ought to know is that we have been filming here at the gym, but it has been yoga videos. So what I've decided to do is to create some follow along yoga videos that I'll be introducing to you guys later on, and showing you and giving you an opportunity to follow along with me as I integrate yoga and strength training. So a little bit more about that later on. But for today, what you ought to know is that I'm following a strength training routine. And for the past few weeks, I have been lifting heavier. But what I've done is broken it up, break up my strength workouts into 3 types of strength workouts. Like earlier this week, I did time under tension. So heavy doesn't necessarily mean heavy weight with time under tension. It means squeezing and really activating the nervous system and going slowly. A lot of tempo work is what I was doing earlier this week. Today, I'm going to be working on speed. So the weights will be a little bit heavier. I'm still keeping my reps low, but moving that weight real fast, explosive. That's my gift. That's my love. I love moving heavy things real fast. And then later to the third type of strength training workout that I'll be doing this week is more like rhythmical pumping, so higher reps, breathing reps is what you might call it. So that combined with the yoga seems to be rounding out to be one of the most holistic, hybrid, well-rounded, beneficial, feel good, look good, perform well strength programs that I've ever devised. I'm really loving it. So more on the results later on, more on the intricacies of the program later on. But for today, we're gonna lift heavy and fast. I also have something real cool I wanna show you guys. If you remember following me along earlier during this series, you would call it, I was having a hard time figuring out how to keep my journal because I was sweating all over it and shit, and the ink would get all blurry. So lately, I've been doing this right here. I don't know if you can see this, but this is an app that I found that I learned about. I have on my iPad, and I put all my workouts in here, and it's so smooth. I got this cool pen. So this was my workout from the other day, time under tension. I'm still doing full body workouts, and then today I come here, and I'm starting with bench press. Today's speed day, so I'll be doing deadlifts, 1-arm row, curl press, and then there's something else. So that's that with that. Let's get warmed up. I really do need to warm up my shoulders and neck today. What I've been doing, oh wow, that feels really good. The best stretch for my neck and shoulders I've discovered are headstands, using a headstand bench I have at home. You may have seen me on Instagram using it, but basically it's a bench that goes on the floor. I can put it rest on my shoulders, and I put my head through it. And so I'm upside down, and it really pushes down on both shoulders, which for me produces a lot of relief. Because my traps, you guys who got really tight traps, levator scapula, cervical extensors, even people who press, if you press overhead a lot, doing a stretch like this or the headstand, like I said, works wonders. I love it. Oh man, I even feel my fingers coming alive. Here's my training question for the day. How many of you guys stretch your lats before pressing? And on top of that, what kind of stretching and mobility do you do for your shoulders before either bench pressing or overhead pressing? I found for the longest time that it's been incredibly resourceful for me to stretch my lats, particularly when I'm doing overhead pressing, but anytime I'm pressing. What a lot of people don't know, you think in terms of the lats as being a back muscle. You say, I'm gonna train my back, I'm gonna do lats. But the lats tie in right into the front of the shoulder here. Believe it or not, it comes from the low back. It's considered like a low back muscle. And it comes all the way up into the shoulder, so your lats are kind of like a shoulder muscle as well, if you consider where it's tied in. So you can't ignore that when you're pressing. The lats are involved. Mismatch blue and red on the bottom there. I'm gonna put them on the bar just like that. So the whole idea is to move that bar as fast as possible, right? So I'm gonna go up in weight, but the whole idea with the way I've been training lately, I've had to be really mindful and had to restructure some things because I'm healing and also because I'm changing, you know? Can't do the things I was doing. I can, but you know, I won't feel great if I did the things that I did, you know, 5-10 years ago. So it's really a matter of stimulating the nervous system rather than pounding on the weight, piling on the weight. Explosive. I think I might leave it at that weight. I like that. I like the speed at which I can move that. You know, when it starts getting heavier, even if you're pushing it with a lot of force, that bar moves slow. Ooh, I love it. I love that acceleration. Add a little bit more for the last set. And so I'm gonna do deadlifts today. I planned on it, but I saw those trap bars hooked up over there and they were very enticing. So I'm gonna do trap bars. Bar deadlift. If you've ever watched any of my videos where I talk about deadlifting and trap bar deadlift is technically a deadlift, but because the center of gravity is over your base of support, it's more like a squat with the weight in your hands, rather than a deadlift where you lose that mechanical advantage because you're needing to tip forward, unless you're doing like sumo. So there's benefits to doing both, but the true conventional deadlift in the corrective manner that I've taught you through the videos that I've made on this channel over the years, that's the true OG real deadlift. I'm gonna have some fun with the trap bar today. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, I could almost jump with that. Might even just come up on my toes with that for the next. I might do another set with this, come up on my toes. My calves could use the extra workout too. That's what I'm gonna do. Here's a little history tidbit for you. Strength camp history. This trap bar is the first piece of strength training equipment that I bought when I had enough money to buy my own equipment. I bought this, that was the first thing I bought. And then I bought this axle. So you can just imagine what kind of guy I am. First pieces of equipment I buy are all for pulling off the ground. We just need more weight on there, that's all. It's funny though, you know, I put up that bone broth video, I put up the video of me cooking at home. People treat their diet like they treat their religion. You know, they're more idealistic. A lot of us are more idealistic about our diets than realistic. Meaning, if you attack their diet, it's like attacking their religion, because it's the concept that causes them to choose the diet rather than reality. So it's just interesting when I put up videos like that, you know, it's almost like people are trying to convert me to their religion, to their diet religion. And then they get mad. I find the people who are like the most like broad spectrum is the most interesting people, you know? Like somebody like, you know, who I've been loving checking out on YouTube a lot lately, black conservatives. That's the most amazing thing to me because, you know, in America, just to be black means you're a Democrat. Like it's been that way probably since the 1960s, since the civil rights. Interestingly though, that MLK, Martin Luther King, was Republican. But now that people are waking up, you see, like it's becoming a cool thing, black Republicans. Also women who are waking up to the ills of feminism. So like, you know, on YouTube, I see some women that are like against feminism. Like, yeah, that makes sense. You're a woman that's against something that's more idealistic than realistic. So like your aunt, yeah, that's pretty cool to see. You could cross the spectrum. I don't think we have to be tied down into any category or put it in any box. Why can't we be everything? You know, I think that's part of what I am. I think I'm a lot of everything, like just weird, like far spectrums. Oh shit. It got me. Yeah, I didn't know what was going on just now. Yeah. Halloween's a fucking weird holiday. So I have a question. Some people, some Christians don't celebrate Halloween because it's like Satan's day. You know, because look. This is not very, it's kind of crazy though, because if you're a Christian and you don't celebrate Halloween because of shit like that, but then you walk into a church and all you see is Jesus hanging there with blood and shit pouring out of his ribs, don't that make it like kind of contradicting a little bit? I'm just curious, I don't know. If you don't know, if you walk into a church for the first time, you just see somebody hanging from a cross like this, you could be freaked out too and be like, that's Satan. You know, if you don't know. I'm not saying that's the case. I love Jesus, I read the Bible. But then like, if you don't know and you walk into a place like that and then there's a gory picture of somebody hanging from the wall with blood pouring out, and then everybody's worshiping him, like looking up to the beat down, gory, bloody guy, if you don't know, like it would be a little bit weird, that's all. If you know, I get it, you know, it's Christian, it's Jesus. But if you don't know and you walk in there, it's just be like me if you walk in here right now and I start praying to this shit. Right? You'd be like, whoa, what's going on with that guy? Oh shit, I'm gonna break this mic. Don't forget how amazing curl the press is as an exercise. You get in that upper body, you get the arms, you get the shoulders, little push press, you get the legs, core, back. Back in the day, it would be like one of those exercises that's like all the strongmen would do. That's all they would do. Curl the press and then bent press. You ever see these guys? You got like a barbell over their head like this. This week, Donald Trump mentioned that he's a nationalist, which is kind of a dirty word. He was in Texas and talking about putting America first. And then he contrasted it with the term globalist, right? And there's associations with both, negative and positive. To be a nationalist, meaning somebody who puts their country before the world, right? Meaning we gotta take care of our shit before I can help you take care of your shit. Or globalists, where it's nice to think we could all get along, we should all be equal, we should all have one big global party, right? Even though we're very different, have different hopes, dreams, ambitions, values. So which one do you guys think is more righteous, you know? To be a nationalist, to be a globalist, what do you think? See, I come from a unique perspective because I'm first generation American and I'm mixed race. So like, I'm teetering, meaning that I have my own convictions. I know what I believe, but I think I could come from a perspective that a lot of people can't, because you can't just pin me. All right? Is this guy a nationalist or a globalist? Is he even white or black? From Central America, even weirder, right? We got all those Hondurans and Guatemalans marching up towards the US border, right? What would be the globalist thing to do or the nationalist thing to do? Which one is right? So I'm gonna do one more set here, and then I'm gonna finish up with core holds, plank, if you will. And I watched a video on YouTube this morning with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the video was titled How to Lose Belly Fat, I think it was. And it's cool because he talked about the basics of nutrition. You gotta eat less than you're burning, you know, mathematical equations. But then he went and said, every day, you gotta do abs every day. You gotta do tummy vacuums, like I said in some videos. You gotta hold up against the wall, I said, and pull your belly in. So when I do planks, it's the tummy vacuum, belly pulling in. How many of you guys do that, right? Because you imagine, that's your core, that's the center of your body. That's what links what's up above with down below. It's that core. For me, I know I don't like doing core. I much rather lift heavy shit with my extremities. But it's been a discipline of mine, especially since this final form by 40, to do a lot of tummy vacuums. I do a shitload of tummy vacuums. Do you guys do tummy vacuums? If you do, tell me about it. If you don't, tell me why. I know some of you guys don't do it because you just have naturally small waist. There's some dudes, like I have naturally big legs, big ass, big muscles, big belly. You know, the muscles tend to not support me. I gotta activate them. I got a big conscious effort. But there's some of you guys just got small ass waist, but then you also probably got small muscles too. Well, that's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Let me know more about those questions I asked you. Also, what you think about this new hybrid yoga strength training program I'm going to be talking a little bit more about and sharing with you guys in the coming months. Look forward to that. Done.